Walker Motor Company downtown Kittanning now presents the Sports Zone. Walker Motor Company, GMC, we are professional grade. And now, here's John Buffone.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sports Zone here on AM 1380 WTYM live from the big 114 South Jefferson Street in central Armstrong County, Kittanning, Pennsylvania. You're listening to the Sports Zone. We got a good one for you today. You want to get in the zone, 724-543-1380. That's the number to call. We can talk about anything you want to talk about. We can talk about the Steelers, the Penguins, the Pirates. Charlie Morton had hip surgery. Does that interest you? Maybe not. But we can talk about the Penguins, the Pirates, Penn State. We can talk about Pitt. Big recruit today. Russell Shell from Hopewell decided to commit to the University of Pittsburgh, picking Pitt over Alabama. That's a big recruit there. We can also talk about the WTYM game of the week. That'll be Ford City visiting West Shamokin. West Shamokin currently on a 40-game losing streak. That is a WPIAL record. We're talking to Doug Buffone, former Chicago Bears linebacker, on AM 1380 WTYM, the Sports Zone. I feel bad not only for Orton, but I feel bad for Tebow, because this was a guy that when they were assessing him, they said he could maybe turn into a serviceable quarterback, but it's going to take 3 to 4 years. And in the what have you done for me lately league in the NFL, there's no time for that anymore. You draft a rookie, and more than likely he's going to either start his first year, and he's guaranteed to start his second year if he doesn't do that first year. This was a guy that I think needed to take some serious time, learn the NFL game, learn under a veteran quarterback, perhaps like a Kyle Orton or someone, and be a 3 to 4 year project, and then unleash the polished product. Now the theory is, don't wait for him to be polished before you put him in. Throw him to the Lions, and hopefully he polishes himself within the game speed. And we've seen this time and time again with quarterbacks like Tim Couch and David Carr, who were just thrown to the wolves their rookie year, and they ended up they had the world of talent, but they never learned the NFL game the way they should have, because they were getting constantly beat up and picked off, and they didn't get to learn the game and study the game like they should have. And I have a feeling the same thing's going to happen with Tim Tebow here.
Well, you're absolutely right, John, because you don't draft a quarterback number one and let him sit on the bench.
Yeah, well, not anymore.
Not anymore. I mean, you do it the 4th round, 5th round, maybe 6th round, something like that. But no, they set him up, I mean, to play. But my point is this, though. Who's in your scouting department? Who's looking at this? Who's evaluating talent?
Yeah.
I mean, there's got to be guys there to say, hey, hold it, wait a minute. I know they changed his release and his throwing. He really worked on it, trying to change it and get it better. I don't see it. I really don't see it. But again, too, like I said, they, in their mind right now, said, well, let's give it a shot. Let's put him out there. John Elway's there. He should know better.
You would think so. If a guy of John Elway's caliber can say, this kid's not ready. But, as you said, I think business trumps all.
Oh, it does. Like I said, I'd be shocked. I'd be totally shocked. I mean, he's going to go out there. He's going to make some plays. There's no question about that. And the kid is tough, and he's good, and he runs, and he's strong, but is he a quarterback? I don't think so.
There's a reason that unconventional quarterbacks somehow, a lot of the times we see these unconventional quarterbacks that can run around, they're mobile, and they make plays happen. They're exciting to watch for a year, maybe 2 years, but there's a reason why the conventional quarterbacks and the top-tier quarterbacks, I'm talking about your Mannings, your Bradys, your Brees, your Rodgers, they all have the same game. They study defenses, they have a quick release, they get rid of the ball, they find the open guy. There's a reason why the unconventional quarterback never breaks that top 3. And you can talk about Vic all you want, but he's had some really bad games with a lot of interceptions, and look where the Eagles are right now. That doesn't translate into wins. Sure, it's fun to watch, and the fans will come see it, and maybe that's enough for Denver right now. But if they're looking to win, I can't see them going and using this unconventional quarterback and trying to make him their franchise guy. Joe Vicini, former Big Ten pitcher. Joe, how are we doing tonight?
Dandy, yourself, John?
I cannot complain. I've only been here for about 13 hours, so I'm still going strong. Feeling pretty good. But let's get right into it. You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
All right. Well, let's talk future, because this is a team, I've said many times, is playing as much for 2012 and 2013 as they are for this season. Is this are there some people on this rotation that are expendable that you can maybe shop around and bring somebody in they can help your team offensively, because you look at it, they can't start all these people that they plan to bring up, and eventually they're going to have to bring up Jamison Talion. Eventually, Stetson Alley is going to either have to be moved or brought up. So who is the most expendable out of this? Is it Correa, who started off wonderfully and then tailed off because he was getting a lot of run support, or is it Mahalam, who's probably the best right now, or is it Carsons, who has the lowest ERA in the team?
No, you don't shop Carsons. You keep him. I don't think, for that value, he's gonna bring in enough to let him go. Now, you look at Mahalam, he's a guy that can go to a Yankees or Red Sox, be a third starter and really help that team out. I don't think you're going to get a lot out of Correa either. Mm-hmm. And I think what this team really needs to add, if they do add pitching staff-wise, is just that number one guy. Now, like you said, you are going to have Jamison Talion. And if they do sign Garrett Cole, probably be a 1 or 2. But right now, they don't have that. They don't have that guy they give the ball to every 5th day and he wins. They don't have that. It's
almost an automatic walk out there, win the game situation.
Right. They don't have that.
Go ahead, caller. You got about 30 seconds.
Hey, John. I was just wondering what you thought about the possibility of the Steelers trading Aaron Smith and cleaning up getting their defensive line a little bit younger.
You look at Aaron Smith, and I think he's going to be one of the biggest cap casualties. I think they're going to end up just cutting him because he is 35 years old, and they have Cameron Hayward on the line that they just drafted, as well as Ziggy Hood, who's a work in progress. I don't see them being able to trade him right now, knowing that other teams knowing that he's probably going to get cut either way. So if they are going to trade him, they're going to get a mid-range draft pick at absolute best. That's what they're going to try to do, because he is set to make about $4.5 million this year. So I think that it's in the $4 to $6 million range this year. So I think if they're going to trade him, they have to do it quick, because they're going to have to cut him before they have to get under the salary cap.
That's kind of what I was thinking too. Thanks, buddy.
All right, thank you for calling.
Bye.
All right, we are completely out of time here, so thanks a lot for joining us in the Sports Zone. This has been the Sports Zone with John Buffone on AM 1380 WTYM, brought to you by Walker Motor Company in downtown Katanning. Tune in next week, same time, same place. Have a safe and healthy weekend, everybody.